Jarvis, are you still there?
Yes, sir. Welcome, Steve.
Alright Jarvis, let's perform some checks.
Initiating the checking protocol.
Cool, start by checking the battery status.
Checking the battery status. Success battery, fully charged.
Alright, now perform a check on the PIDs and the rates.
Checking the PIDs and rates.
I'd like you to adjust the yaw curve a little bit on the rates.
Adjusting the yaw curve. Yaw curve adjusted.
Sweet. Now start the calibration process.
Calibration 7. Calibration 3.
Alright, let's have some fun.
Enjoy the flight, sir.
And that's pretty much it about my FPV journey. My name is Steve, I'm from the Republic of Moldova, and this is exactly how I started to FPV. As any of you would have started it, I started to do some research. Now when it comes to FPV specifically, there's really not a lot of information on the internet or on YouTube even. And even if there are tons of videos, you have to watch so many videos in order to make an image of what exactly FPV looks like and where exactly you get started. So I was very excited, I bought all the components that I thought I needed and I started to build right away. The feeling of getting something done and making something of your own is more satisfying than ever. I figured out I had to do soldering, which wasn't really one of my specialties and I wasn't very good at. But as soon as I started to get into FPV, I've learned so many things, especially things about electronics and electricity. As soon as I bought the flight controller, the only trustworthy way was to interact with it via the beta flight configurator, which was very exciting to watch all those menus to see what exactly is happening inside the flight controller. Now when it comes to flying an FPV drone, it's not like flying a DJI drone. That's why before you actually get out and break your investment, break your money, because that thing costs a lot of money. As soon as I got my radio, I started to play, I started to practice my FPV skills inside the simulator. Hello and welcome guys! Today we're about to do something very interesting, something I haven't done before. It's my first time doing this and it's gonna be like the first kiss, you know? It's gonna be interesting, it's gonna be so exciting. So, I cannot wait to show you, and you're also gonna see my first crash because it's my first FPV flight and it's also gonna be my first crash, which is probably gonna be very soon. So stay tuned, let's fly. As soon as I got my first functional quad, my first functional drone, I of course went out and started to look for places where I can fly it. Looking for places to fly isn't easy because these drones are crazy and these drones are dangerous, especially if you're surrounded by other people. Again, when you go out in the field, it's not like owning a DJI drone. You have to have special tools in order to get your quad prepared to fly. Nevertheless, I prepared my quad, got a couple of batteries with me, and I started to fly. I was very nervous to fly, but hey, the challenge was worth it. Flying an FPV drone is hard, as I said. That's why, especially when you're a beginner, when you start flying, you're gonna crash a lot and chances are you're gonna break your drone. And that's why after the first day I had to repair my drone a little bit, to tie it up a little bit and to adjust it for the second day. Day number 2 of trying to fly one of these bad boys. So I brought 2 battery packs with me because I have more batteries, just so you know, but I'm not sure I'll be able to fly even 2 of them because I'm a noob when it comes to flying one of these. I've tried the day before this one and I crashed a lot and the footage is just awful. Let's try and see what we're gonna get today, and if we can get anything in the forest, if I break the drone or something, we're gonna try somewhere else. But for now, let's go ahead and try and fly this bad boy over here. Whew. Guys, I am so nervous. I'm telling you, I'm very nervous because there are lots of houses over here, there are lots of trees, lots of obstacles. I've done lots of simulation, like 50 hours plus. But this thing is real world and I'm afraid I'm gonna crash so much more than I did in the first day because the field is not that open. But let's give it a try. So without too much talking, let's jump into the flight. It's not good. I was trying to fly it straight, but I just hit myself, so this thing is dangerous, man. Don't do it. Never try to do this thing. It's dangerous. Trying to fly this thing for the first time makes you feel like a loser, like you can't do it at all. Like, man, so horrible crash. It's like, it's a totally different thing when you try to fly this thing in the simulator and when you switch to reality, when you have different goggles, different, you don't get the sound for the goggles, you don't get the sound of the motors, you don't, like, everything is different, you know, the dynamics, all that stuff. And this thing, it just makes you feel miserable in reality, you know, and it doesn't feel good when you have to go back after a couple of minutes. You have to go back and repair this thing, figure out what's wrong, and then hopefully fly another day. Hello and welcome guys, day number 3 of trying to fly an FPV drone. So let's go out and see what exactly is gonna be today. Oh man, this is really bad news. The camera crashed, man. Look at this. It's just dead. I can't see anything in the goggles because this camera is just dead. Man, I need a protection for this camera, for this thing. What a beautiful sunny day, guys. Just have a look around. Ooh. You probably won't see too much because I'm filming on a 24mm and it's pretty tight still. So beautiful day outside, 32 degrees Celsius, and it's hot. I'm sweating a lot, especially when I'm flying that drone, because on top of that heat, 32 degrees, it's also the stress because you're flying for the first time, second time, third time, whatever time, and you still have the feeling that you're gonna crash in less than 10 seconds, and that's a good feeling. It's good to feel like that because it means you are learning, it means you are progressing, and I'm definitely gonna get there. It doesn't matter how many drones I'm gonna break, how many cameras I'm gonna break. I'm gonna break as much as I need to break to learn how to do this thing and to enjoy the journey. It's all about the journey, it's all about the legacy, it's about the process. That's why I love the process. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it because I love it. I'll see you guys in the next video, or in the next video, which is gonna be the FPV series, guys. The thing that I was excited about so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Thanks for watching that super long documentary, guys. Nevertheless, that is the journey, how I discovered FPV, the FPV hobby, how I built one of these quads, how I flew it, how I crashed it, and that's pretty much it, my journey when it comes to the FPV and the FPV hobby. Nevertheless, I don't want to make this video too long, but I want to tell you that I'm super hyped and I'm super excited to actually officially start this new FPV video series. I know I promised you I'm gonna start this in April, which I didn't because well, I live in the middle of nowhere and Amazon takes forever to deliver to my country, plus the pandemic, and the things got locked down and things just got slow. But we finally got the components. I finally have all the components required to build one of these quads, to build one of these FPV drones. So that's why we will do it, and I officially start the FPV video series right now. So before I end this video, guys, I wanted you to know that I created a specific dedicated community for the FPV video series. I created a Discord server where you will be sharing your videos, your pictures, results, questions, struggles, and all that stuff. And I promise to share some of that too, because my tutorials, my videos will not be everything related to whatever we will be building. I'll show some of the behind the scenes, the results, and so many more things like that. So yeah, make sure to scan the QR code over here or access it via the video description below, and yeah, be part of the community because so many more and interesting things will be happening in the next videos when it comes to the FPV video series. So all of that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video from the FPV video series. Peace! Yo, Jarvis, are you online? Jarvis! Stupid goggles.
Watch your mouth.